There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. Look, there it is right there. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. It looks like an audience. Yes, that's right, because we are in a YouTube video. This is a review for the movie Prey, a sequel to the popular movie Predator from the 1980s, which Arnold Schwarzenegger, starred in. Well, that's interesting. Yes, it is interesting, Jesse Ventura. I'm not sure if you were the one who said that line or not, but I'm going to say it anyway because your name is fun to say, Jesse Ventura. Get to the chopper! Hello everyone, welcome back to Home Media Reviews, your home for weird-ass intros and reviews on movies you probably haven't seen. Judging by the view counts from last week for the HMR on Fall, most of you haven't seen that movie. Same with 12 Angry Men, apparently, and that sucks because those movies are great. You should definitely check them out, as you should with this week's movie, Prey. Oops, I just spoiled my review, sort of, but I also kind of spoiled it last week when I said that Prey is the first worthy sequel to Predator. I haven't seen Predator 2. That one may be good, I don't know, but The Predator was ass, and Predators was just okay. Oh, but Garrett, what about Alien vs. Predator? Those movies don't exist. Let's not waste any more time, let's jump right into the history section of Prey. Okay, so Prey first hit the streaming service Hulu on August 5th, 2022. Yeah, this is a streaming-only film. It did not get a theatrical release, unless you count San Diego Comic-Con. Because back in July of 2022, this movie was screened theatrically, I think once or twice, at San Diego Comic-Con for special people who were able to get tickets to go see it. But as far as a wide mass release, nope, Prey is a streaming movie. But through a bunch of marketing shenanigans and with the purchase of Fox Studios that Disney never should have been allowed to make, I will parrot that point till the day I die, somehow HBO Max would have gotten the streaming rights to Prey had Disney made the push to release it in theaters, and they said, no, we want to make Hulu relevant again, because who the hell watches Hulu? I mean, I watch Hulu on Disney Plus, because I can't remember the last time I opened the Hulu app, probably to watch this movie, to be honest with you. I, like most people, saw it the weekend that it came out, and I highly enjoyed it. I wish it would have been put out in theaters, because honestly, this movie is worthy of a theatrical release. The cinematography here is spectacular. And we only have one other date to talk about, the date that is most significant for Prey, because after being stuck on Hulu for so long, and people clamoring for this to get a physical release, Disney finally said, okay, here you go. Prey hit 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD on October 3rd, 2023, so about a year after it hit Hulu. And hey, Disney pulling out all of the stops here. We got a Blu-ray, we got a DVD, but more importantly, we got a 4K release. A lot of the time, streaming exclusive shows only get Blu-ray. Sometimes they only even get DVD. But for Disney to make a statement here and say, no, we're going to give these people a 4K, that I appreciate it. There's no digital copy here, though. For that, you have to watch it on Hulu, but it's the thought that counts. But just like Disney, there's always a retailer exclusive. For Prey, it was a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, which I don't remember if I ever saw in person or not. And I definitely wasn't planning on picking up that Steelbook, because I remember that Steelbook was like $41.99. Disney was charging out the butthole for that thing. For one singular movie, mind you, not like a season of like Loki or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier or the Mandalorian. Like, those I can see being more expensive because they're TV shows. For just one singular movie? $41.99 for a Steelbook? No. And it wasn't even widely released. It was Best Buy only. Steelbook artwork looks pretty nice, but I didn't go with that. I went with the standard 4K slipcover option, which you'll see in the close-up coming up here in just a few seconds. Alrighty everyone, here's your close-up look at Prey. You saw in the history section each version of this movie on various physical formats. They all have the exact same poster art, except up here you've got 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray, but no digital copy. You have to watch it on Hulu for that. But the poster art here is pretty good. You got Amber Midthunder up there with the 3 dots in her eyes, with the Predator's blood painted on her brow. 20th Century Studios Prey logo and the Predator fighting Amber Midthunder down there. It's not a bad looking poster. I really like it. Spine, Ultra HD Blu-ray there. The Prey logo and then a shot of the Predator taken from the front. 20th Century Studios logo down there at the bottom along with your product number. The back has got a blurb about the movie as well as a nice shot of Naru, or Amber Midthunder as I've been saying. There are your bonus features down there. I don't know why this is refusing to focus. It's really annoying. There we go. You got your bonus features listed down there. And then includes a full-length Comanche audio track. So this entire movie was dubbed in the Comanche language, which is the language that the characters are speaking throughout the movie, except we are hearing English. And then you've got 3 screenshots from the movie down there, explanation of how 4K works, and your rating and technical specs down there at the bottom. Take off your slipcover. Poster art underneath is the same. The spine is also the same. The back is also pretty much the same, except now we've got room for your barcode there. You've also got cast and crew information down there at the bottom. Open her up. Your 4K has some artwork on it. It's got Naru's hatchet there that she throws in the movie. You have some advertisements there, and then the Blu-ray has the 3 dots from the Predator. And your ads here are for a Ultimate NECA Predator figure from the movie, which looks really good. And then there's a full glam shot of that Predator figure. So that wraps up your close-up. Let's move right along to the menu tour. Alrighty everyone, here's your menu tour for Prey, starting off with the Blu-ray disc. You have your options down there at the bottom: play, scenes, setup, and extras. Although your extras are also listed over here on the left side. It's making me think Jaws when that came out on 4K. Let's take a look at the scenes though. So they do appear on this left side as well. Oh, you've also got artwork taken from the front of the Blu-ray release here. If we scroll, I guess we can take a look over here. So dang it, I made them go away. Come back. There we go. So for scenes, we have 18, 17 if you don't count the credits. This movie runs close to an hour, 40 minutes, so that makes total sense. Okay, for setup and for audio, we have an English 7.1 mix, a 2.0 mix. There's your Comanche audio track, French audio track, Spanish audio track, and then an audio commentary by the director Dan Trachtenberg, Amber Midthunder, Jeff Cutter, and Angela M. Catanzaro. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with pronunciations. For subtitles, we have English, French, and Spanish. Now, for extras, we have the making of Prey. We have a Prey FYC panel with cast and crew, deleted scenes with optional commentary from the director, and then the audio commentary is once again selectable from the extras menu. So not a bad lineup of special features. The making of Prey is only about 12 minutes, but the FYC panel is about 45. So not a bad group of special features. Wish there was more, of course. Alright, and here's your menu for the 4K Blu-ray disc. The extras are gone. There are no extras on the 4K. They are only on the Blu-ray. You have 3 options: play, scenes, and setup, and the same artwork taken from the Blu-ray. Your scenes are, I believe, the same. Yes, they are. I think the only thing that's changed here, aside from the picture quality being outstanding, would be the audio and subtitle options. Yes, we get a Dolby Atmos mix for English, and then the 2.0 mix is back, the Comanche track is back, French and Spanish are both back as well from the Blu-ray. The subtitles are the same as on the Blu-ray. But we do get another little option here, menu languages. You can change your menu to be in French or Spanish. So that wraps up your menu tour. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions, as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? Nowhere physically. You cannot find this in stores. Prey was on store shelves for like 5 minutes, it felt like. It was there, and then a week later it was gone. I'm going to assume that it sold really well, and Disney just didn't put out new copies of it. Like, they didn't press new discs to put out back on store shelves. They just said, nope, sold really well, that's it. You can find it online. Maybe it's on Amazon. I don't really know, though. You'd probably find it on eBay. Online retailers, basically, is what I'm trying to say here, in so many words. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No. Unless you count it streaming on Hulu, which technically it kind of is. It's still there. It's not like all the other shows that they dumped, like The World According to Jeff Goldblum, or Willow, or the movies like Rosalind, or The Princess, or anything like that. No, it's still on Hulu. You can watch it there. I wouldn't recommend that, though, but we'll talk about that later. Number 3, should you pick this product up? I mentioned earlier how the cinematography for Prey is like theatrical release worthy, and I stand by that. The opening shots of this landscape are absolutely beautiful. You're instantly transported into this Native American world through these landscape shots. It's breathtaking footage. We're introduced to our main character, Naru, played by Amber Midthunder, rather quickly, and we get a glimpse into her daily life. She gives a great performance throughout this movie, and I love the bond that Naru has with her dog. I'm a dog person, so my eyes were immediately drawn to it the moment that it appeared on screen. The thought did cross my mind, though, what if this predator kills that dog? And that terrified me. I hate seeing animals die on screen. John Wick makes me cry. But then he kills a bunch of Russians, and it's fine. We don't take too long to show the predator, either. It's a brief introduction, about 10 minutes into the movie, but it's chilling. You barely get a chance to take in what you've seen before his cloaking device turns on. There's also a brief shot of the spaceship at the beginning of this movie, which confirms that it is a Predator movie. I say that because there was a plan back when Prey was first in production to not say that this is a Predator movie, which I think would have been awesome. Would you have been able to keep that a secret for very long? Not in the age of the internet, but them at least considering the idea of not showing the Predator until the actual movie hits supposedly theaters. That would have been an amazing reveal. You really can't do that in this day and age. Plus, how would you market Prey if you don't show the Predator? Hey, it's a Native American girl, and she's on the frontier, and she's hunting a cougar. And then that's it. Watch her become the woman she was always meant to be. No aliens here. Something that really caught my eye was the lighting in the night scenes. It's very dark and only comes from one light source. The torches provide an interesting and unique light to these actors' faces, and the 4K transfer highlights that well. These night scenes are perfectly underlit, and the HDR enhanced the experience. And here's where I'm going to talk about how this movie streams on Hulu. When I first watched this movie in 2022, these night scenes look like complete shit. I could barely see what was going on. It was blocky as all hell. It looked awful. During the night scenes, I'll mind you, the movie itself looks great, but during the night scenes while streaming this movie, it looked like total garbage. And I have pretty good internet, but streaming will never give you the full, untouched picture quality like a physical Blu-ray will. But watching my 4K Blu-ray for this movie looks amazing. It got a wonderful transfer. I'm going to jump forward just a little bit here, but spoiler alert, I'm going to recommend Prey. You don't have to watch till the end to find that out. But if you have just a mild interest in this movie, and you want to watch it at some point in time, pick up this 4K. At the very least, pick up the Blu-ray, because this transfer is amazing. I did laugh at the cocky guy when he gets eaten by the lion when he and Naru are on that tree. That was funny. Naru goes off on her own to track the predator, and we get more breathtaking shots of this forest. I can't get enough of this cinematography. It's amazing. The music isn't half bad either for the montage. The tribe thinks that this cougar was what killed a member of their tribe, without knowing that it was actually the predator that did it. Well, the predator didn't kill the member of the tribe. The cougar did that, but the predator is now hunting said cougar. And Naru's like, yo guys, something bigger's out there. And they're like, nah, shut up, woman. Because that was the culture at the time. This predator has some pretty creative kills leading up to his meeting with Naru. The snake kill was pretty standard. You know, the snake eats the mouse ate a bug or something, and then the snake gets impaled by the predator's knives that come out of his wrists. But the way he gutted that wolf was brutal. And when he sucker punched the bear, that was amazing. I will say, though, the predator in this movie is a little bit weak. He gets bit and punched and staked a lot. Like, the snake gets a bite in on him. Like, come on, man. Midthunder sells the terror of seeing the predator for the first time. She plays terrified brilliantly. The predator makes minced meat out of these Native Americans. It's so fun to watch how creative he continues to get with these kills. I feel like my favorite one was probably his net that he launches at the guy and he gets stuck, and the net just keeps shrinking and shrinking, and the guy gets cut up into a million pieces. Either that or his shield that literally takes the head off of one of the Native Americans. There are a lot of creative kills in this movie. It's a fantastic choice to have the French settlers speak in their native tongue and not have any subtitles. Naru gets captured about halfway through the movie by French settlers, and they speak French, and we don't know what they're saying, because throughout the entire movie, these characters are speaking Comanche. Well, implied to be speaking Comanche. They kind of do a Hunt for Red October type thing, where they start off speaking Comanche for the first line of the movie, and we're supposed to imply that they're continuing to speak it throughout the rest of the movie, but what we're hearing is English. There is a version, too, on Hulu that is entirely dubbed in Comanche, which I think's pretty cool. Is it on the Blu-ray? I don't know. At the time of recording this, I haven't done the menu tour yet. The joke with the muskets and how long it takes to reload them had me busting out laughing. That was hilarious. More movies that take place during this time period need to make fun of how stupid the musket was. Maybe not stupid, it was revolutionary technology for the time, but man, it took so long to reload those things. The last 45 minutes of this movie is basically watching the Predator just eliminate early 1700s people in the most brutal ways possible, and I'm here for it. It is extremely entertaining. I haven't talked about Tabe yet, and that's because I don't really care about him. He's Naru's brother, and it's supposed to be this big emotional moment when Naru and Tabe are tied to this tree by the French settlers as bait for the Predator, and Tabe sacrifices himself so Naru can get away. I just don't really feel anything for that death. I didn't feel anything for their relationship. It's very standard stuff, and I probably should care. The movie wants me to care, but I didn't. Midthunder does a great job at acting like she's devastated that her brother died, and I commend her for her performance, but I just didn't care anything when Tabe went out. I do love, though, how Naru tricks the Predator at the end of the movie. She basically steals the Predator's helmet that has his targeting device in it, tricks him into going into the bog where she got stuck earlier, and uses the Predator's own device against him. It's really smart stuff. She even gets the Predator to cut off his own arm. It's a badass fight scene, and really satisfying when the Predator blows his own head off. It's a nice touch, too, that she's not an all-powerful person standing up against this giant beast. She gets hit. She almost dies several times during all of their fights. It's not easy to stand up against this giant predator from another world. I mentioned the bog, and using that from an earlier scene to take out said predator was a great use of Chekhov's gun and a great callback. I guess in this case it would be Chekhov's marshland. I do think it's kind of funny how the movie just kind of ends. She kills the predator, she cuts off his head, she goes back to her tribe. I guess she's named War Chief, which is what she's always wanted to be, and then the movie's just over. No epilogue, no nothing. She's just War Chief, and then boom, movie's over. It's almost like they couldn't go over 90 minutes because they had a certain number of minutes for the credits. So they were like, shoot, cut it. Prey is a worthy successor to the original Predator film and a fun action thrill ride. This cinematography is beautiful, the action scenes are well done, the Predator is sufficiently badass. The pacing at the beginning can feel a bit slow, but once the action starts, it's a total breeze. I absolutely recommend seeing Prey, and I want to reiterate, if you have any interest at all, even the slightest bit of interest in seeing Prey, buy that 4K, or at least buy the Blu-ray. Don't watch it on Hulu because those night scenes, they're gonna look like garbage. Unless you have like 1 million megabits a second internet and you can watch everything in full untouched 8K quality streaming over the internet. Unless you have that, buy Prey on physical media because it's going to look 10 times better than it does on Hulu. And number 4, where should you pick this product up? Well, same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? Well, for the Blu-ray, I just looked at eBay. It's going for about $20 to $25. That was about MSRP at the time, so yeah, I'd say that's worth it. The 4K is going for anywhere from about $30 to around $45 on the high end. That's if you want it sealed and with the slipcover and all that stuff. If you just want to watch the movie and you don't have a 4K setup, definitely pick up that Blu-ray for like $20 to $25. If you want to go all out, though, I recommend the 4K because it looks amazing. I don't know if I would pay all the way up to $45 for it, though, but $30's not terrible. Well, folks, that wraps up your home media review for Prey. I really enjoyed this movie first time I saw it. I really enjoyed it now rewatching it for this HMR. And I would be totally fine if they just left the Predator franchise alone. Go out on a high note. Wait 10, 15 years, maybe do a reboot after that, but let's just let it rest for a while. We have an amazing first film. Predators was okay, as I mentioned. The Predator is ass. Don't ever watch that movie, it's awful. And then a really good sequel. Well, prequel. But a really good idea that was executed wonderfully. Let's just let it go. Let's just enjoy what we have now. 2 good Predator movies, and then a bunch of other stuff. But Disney is Disney. We all know they're never going to let that happen. Although, if they bring back Dan Trachtenberg as the director and stick with this premise of, hey, what if the Predator showed up in medieval times or something like that, I will give it a chance. But if they go with hey, let's bring Arnold back for Predator Rebirth or something, you've already lost me. Universal's already busy trying to beat Jurassic Park to death, so can we just let Predator go? We're wrapping up the HMR on Prey, and we're also close to wrapping up my half of this season of Home Media Reviews. There's 14 episodes this season. I get 7 episodes. Hope gets to pick 7 episodes. And there's only 2 more episodes left until my half is finished. So let's go out on a big bang here. Let's do 2 movies that are closely associated with one another and who are written by the same man. That man being Quentin Tarantino. You guys know Tarantino. He's one of my favorite directors. Love it or hate him, I cannot get enough of his dialogue style. And that is on full effect in next week's movie, Reservoir Dogs. I hope that you'll join me for that. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all then. Good night, everybody.